beautiful creatures. Welcome to the Oracle of Lilith. My name's Amy, and I'm so glad to have you. I hope you're doing well. If this is your first time to my channel, hi, hello, how are you? I'm so glad to have you. I hope you will consider subscribing to my channel and become a member of my tribe. I'd love to have you. If you're a returning subscriber, hey guys, what's up? How you doing? It's always good to connect with your energy. So this is a great reading. This is the one that you guys voted on, messages from your spirit guides. So I've actually done the readings, and now I'm doing the opening. So these readings are each very different, very unique. They're long, intensive readings. Okay, so if you're needing a word from your spirit guides, it's here. Okay, and each stack is very unique. So I can't say that enough. Okay, so and I was guided to pull from one card from 4 different decks. So these are from different decks. The first one is the Sacred Rebels. What you want wants you. We have Nurture from the Ganesh deck. We have Harmonic Flight from Beyond Lemuria. And the last one we have is Immortal Treasures from the Kuan Yin Oracle. So take a moment and meditate. I'll insert that photograph like I always do, and you can take a moment. If you're drawn to more than one, there's probably a message for you in the other stack as well. So yeah, so I appreciate you guys for being here, and I will see you guys on the other side. Bye guys. Hello, Group 1, all of you that selected this beautiful card from the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck. What you want wants you. Okay, now, first of all, before I get started, I'm going to call in all the guides, the archangels, archetypes, God forms of whatever paradigm you work with, ancestors, whatever paradigm you work with, to come close to give us the best messages of love, light, healing, and abundance for this reading. So this is a powerful card, okay? So keep in mind it's a general reading. It's a general session. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind, okay? I'm going to read a little bit from the book as I'm guided. I'm going to read the first paragraph. I feel like that's Spirit's leading me to that. So, do you dare to believe what you want is also wanting you? The genuine desires of your heart are the sacred purpose of the soul, swathed in pleasure. Yet if you have been shamed, judged for, made to feel guilty over, or denied your natural desires or pleasures in any way, you may have developed a very tricky and complicated relationship with the yearnings of your heart. We often learn to distrust our own desires and come to believe that they are something to be overcome or avoided. We may even try to want second best, disbelieving that we are worthy of our first choice, of what we really genuinely want and would fulfill us deeply. Perhaps we have conditioned ourselves to believe that getting what we want is for others and not for us. This oracle comes with a healing message for you. First, trust in what you truly want. Not the substitutions, not the make-dos, but what would truly bring you a sense of passionate, playful purpose and fulfillment to your life. You may not know anything more than I want to sing, or I want to write, or I want to help animals, or I want to paint. Start with what you know and hold it in your heart as you do the healing process. If you genuinely do not know what your heart wants, you will very much enjoy the process of exploring your desires by making gentle and persistent inquiries of yourself. Ask yourself what truly moves you. Give this matter attention, consistent attention, without forcing a response. Your answers may come in a sudden flow or slowly over time. Okay, that's a powerful message about self-acceptance, especially those aspects of self that, may not fit the social norm, the cultural norm, or your family norms or expectations. We often spend our lives fulfilling other people's expectations and never truly live from a place of truth within ourselves. And, I've had this experience, so I understand it. And it's really powerful when you start to reject the expectations of others and you start to live in truth of your own expectations of self, your own needs, your own desires, your own wants. Yes, it upsets people sometimes, because because sometimes people don't really know who you are because you don't express the things you like, what means, what you're passionate about, where you want to put your attention, because you're ashamed of it. You feel judged for it. So it's as if they don't really know you. Ooh. Black flower fragrance. That is from the dark mirror. I'm going to start getting cards now. We're going to get into this need of self-acceptance of your desires, and how you want to live your life, how you want to express yourself in the world. We're given repetitive desires. What I mean by that is desires that don't go away, no matter how hard we try. Okay, and I'm not talking about illegal things. I'm talking about, you may have a drive to be an artist, and you've had this desire for years, but you can't shake it, and you really just want to shake it because you want to focus on, everyday normal life. Because maybe your idea of being an artist is being really avant-garde, and that people around you and your family, friends, whatever, may not accept you. We're not born here to be accepted by the herd. We're born to express our life force, our desire, our consciousness. So if you look at life from that point of view, I'm feeling this card right here. So we have breath of cosmos. My will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. Yeah, we do that when we, here. Sorry if you guys couldn't see it. We do that when we continue to ignore the messages from the universe. And I feel like that's probably, and nobody likes to hear that. I know I've heard things that I do not want to hear. But, the truth is that you have to go with the desires of your heart. You have to go with what you're curious about, where your intellectual power, your intellectual energy goes. Otherwise, you will continue to spin in a circle and never get out of it, because you won't look at the mirror that surrounds you in that circle. You won't look at yourself. You won't look at what the universe is telling you. If the universe repeats a message over and over and over, the universe is on repeat because you're not listening. Okay, you have to listen. I know it's hard. I do. I know it's hard. I know. I feel it. I feel it from this group. But you don't understand. People are not going to understand. They're not going to think this is okay, and it's going to be hurtful. Or, I'm going to be hurt by it because they're not going to accept me. I understand that. I understand most people in my life, wouldn't understand what I'm doing, sitting here talking to you, reading cards and expressing my gifts that I was given when I was born. So, I understand that fear of being an outsider, but there's a strength that comes from embracing it. When you embrace who you are, irregardless of what other people think, it is so empowering, and it really does fuel you to rise in that area where you desire to be. It's a manifesting energy. I think some people don't understand that, when you live in a cocoon of expectation of other people, there's a time when you're asked to grow like a butterfly, like a cocooning caterpillar, and you'll grow and bust out of that cocoon. And some people won't like the butterfly. They'll prefer the caterpillar, but the caterpillar was always a transition point. It was never actually the end point, okay? I hope you got the message from that. I tried to express it in a way that, that's just the way it came out. So, okay. Inner temple, devotion. Tune into the portal of your heart. Again, we're talking about, what is your deepest desire? What is the portal of your heart? Where does your energy always go to? What is the universe trying to tell you? What is the repetitive message? Yeah, I hear this, this energy of, but Amy, you don't understand. I will lose people. I understand that. Okay, I do, because I've lost people. I know what that's like. But you cannot make decisions from a place of fear. You have to make a decision based on your self-empowerment, on who you really are. When you're authentically you, I tell you what happens. You may lose some people, but the people meant for you come in. They come in, and they come in strongly, okay? They come in with such clarity that that the decisions you made to walk in your authentic voice, to walk in your authentic self, brought them to you, because the connection is so strong. You will have very strong soulmates, soul connections come through to help you on your journey and for you to help them. Let's get some more energy here. Tell me more about group 1. Spirit, guides, tell me more. Tell me about this black flower fragrance, number 16. Tell me more. Okay, we have now is a lucky time. Yeah, your luck's going to change. I'm going to get 3 of these. This and that are true. I love this card. And use your mind wisely. Okay, that's what we're getting to. All right. So, first of all, I feel like with this black flower fragrance that, and I don't get this kind of stuff very often, but I think for a lot of you, as you align, I'm getting a couple things here. I'm getting like there's going to be a particular smell, like you're going to smell like roses or flowers or some kind of floral fragrance. It could be like a night blooming jasmine, something like that. And I'm also getting for some of you, y'all need to like plant something. You need to plant a flower, plant a plant, something. You need to have it around you and watch it grow, nurture it, put energy into it and watch it grow. Because it's almost as if you're going to be energetically connected to this plant. I know this sounds, hey, I'm just telling you what I'm getting, okay? Take what resonates. And as the plant blooms, as the plant goes through its plant seasons of life, you'll see it expand and grow. As you nurture this plant, you're nurturing yourself. The energy is returned to you, okay? So, yeah, for some of you, you just really need to get out there and get into some dirt and grow some stuff, okay? And maybe that's part of your life purpose. Maybe that has something to do with it. It's very healing to connect with the earth. It's very healing to put your hands in some dirt, to see things grow, to see the outcome of your energy. So, and for some of you, that's really important for you to understand that. I feel like there's like a psychic energy here of if I'm myself, my life is over. No one's going to want to be around me. They're going to look at me weird and judge me. This fear of judgment. I'm feeling it with this card as well, like the fear of being judged. I almost feel like this energy is saying, don't look at me. Don't look at me. I'm also getting a non-binary vibe from this card, okay? So if you resonate with that, then you know what I'm talking about. I feel like it's just like, don't look at me, don't look at the truth of me, don't look at my heart, don't look at my soul, don't look at me, just look at what I put out there, because it's too painful for me, for you to really look at me, for you to really connect with me. I understand, I feel like there's a very big empathic vibe in this group. Okay, and I get this. When you show bits of yourself and you do have people come close to you, you resonate so intensely with them that it's overwhelming. Okay, people overwhelm you, especially people who understand you. This is kind of an interesting thought pattern, but I get it. So we try to remove ourselves from that energy because it's so overwhelming. Because when you meet people who accept you for who you are and love you for who you are, it's powerful. You have a very powerful life force, okay? So people feel it from you too. But for some reason, you've been taught to fear that connection. For some of you, this is past life energy. Something happened in a past life, and now you have this incredible gift of empathy, being empathic, and at times it's overwhelming. So it's easier for you to stay in your shell, feeling Cancer energy here, to pull back and to kind of take a moment. And sometimes we can get lost in that pull back energy, because when we pull back because we're overwhelmed by people around us, sometimes we decide, you know what, I'm just going to stay in this pulled back state and I'm not going to try to move forward. I'm just not going to do it because, it's overwhelming. It's painful because it makes me realize how I'm living in a shell. And I'm living these expectations, and I really want to burst forth, but I'm terrified. I'm terrified of being overwhelmed and alone and abandoned, all right? And I feel like it's very important with the pig spirit here. Can you guys even see it? Oh, you can't see all these, can you? Let me scoot these over. Sorry about that. I got to channeling and lost my frame. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay. So with the pig spirit here, I'm feeling like it's really important that those thoughts that keep you blocked, the thoughts that keep you at distance from people, the blocks that keep you, because they are blocks. Okay, they're blocks that some of you may have actually put up yourself because you're overwhelmed by the reality of really who you are. Okay, I get that. I get that. But for a lot of you, it's really important to overcome this. And how do you do that? Well, you've got to get control of these thoughts that are keeping you locked away. Okay? It's okay to feel too much emotion. You're not going to explode. I know, I feel that. I feel that sometimes. You're not going to start crying and never stop. You're not going to start laughing and never stop. You're not going to lose control of your emotions, okay? You're not going to lose control. That's the bottom line here. You will not lose control of yourself walking into your authentic truth of you, expressing who you truly are, okay? You may feel like it at times, and when you meet people who resonate so deeply with your heart chakra that you're just overwhelmed, yeah, it can feel like a lot, but that's part of the human experience. You're here to experience that. You're here to experience being human, the joy, the overwhelm, the happiness. I feel like you've had enough sadness. You've had enough difficulty. And it's time to go for what your heart desires. It's time to go with what you really want to do. Ask yourself, what makes you happiest of all? When you give to people, how do you give that brings you joy? Okay, that will help align you with your highest calling. This and that are true. Sometimes we believe this, but we don't believe that, right? So this is about like having no longer having like what am I saying here? I'm trying to find the words here. It is a way of looking at your thoughts from a I can't find the word, from a place of unity, not where one thought's bad, one thought's good, where it's a unified thought. We're not going to judge our thoughts. We're not going to judge who we are. We can be our own worst critics, and I feel like that's what's going on with the stack. And Spirit wants you to know that, you know, they can do everything to make things happen, but if you don't truly walk in your desire and your happiness and joy of being who you really are and working towards what you really want, then they can't make things just happen for you. You have to actually walk into that energy and accept it, okay? And I feel like that's part of the process that's going on here. And I want to pull some tarot because I'm feeling like there's some more energy here. Going to kind of move these around a little bit. My arms aren't very long, so so anyway, I can't reach all the way over there. So let's pull some tarot. Tell me more, Spirit. Tell me more about the situation. What you want wants you. All right? So if this is love, what you want wants you. If this is career, if this is money, whatever this is, what you want wants you. That is the message. But the further message is, who is you? Who are you? What do you want? Who are you? Who are you in the world? Well, how do you want to express yourself in the world, you know? Trying to see, I'm going to get 5 cards. Can I have 5 cards? 5 cards, please. I'm feeling, yes. Yes, yes. No? Yes, okay. Sometimes that's how it works, so. Okay, let's see here. We have the Ace of Wands. This is a great card, you guys. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Victory card, 6 of Wands. All right, guys. We have the 5 of Pentacles. That's like feeling like an outsider, feeling not good enough, you know, beaten up by life. And then we have the Page of Swords. We have clarity coming for you guys. So let me just move these cards up a little bit. I stood up so I could see them better. Okay. All right. Let's tell the story. That's how I feel every time I pull tarot. I'm like, let's tell the story. Yeah. Okay, I see. All right, so many of you may be feeling like this, like an outcast. okay? You may be in a lot of lack, not have enough resources. You may just not believe in yourself, or I feel like for some of you, you may have been sick. You may have some kind of illness or long-term illness, or really blocked from connection to people. I feel like connection to people, connection to abundance, connection to the good things in life. It's hard to enjoy, a sunrise when you don't know where your next meal is coming from, right? Now, it may not be that bad for all of you, but it may be. All right, and I feel this. I feel this strongly. This is living in a state of complete and utter uncertainty, and feeling like you have to rely on other people to help you be okay. All right, this is a dependent point. Now, they're independent together as they walk in the snow. They continue to go forward, but these two, I feel like in this particular reading, they feel really cut off. Okay, cut off from people. It's as if this is a symbol of your real self that's been battered and bruised and overcome with some really tough stuff, and feeling off alone, in the world. And it's a hard place to come from. It's a hard place to rise from. But this morning I did a reading about the phoenix for the daily, and I'm feeling this energy here. I feel like this is the story of a phoenix. And how this happens is there's a level of clarity that comes in. It's as if these two sit down and talk and decide, you know what? Now's the time. I feel like for some of you, there's a message coming through. There's going to be a message from a loved one or a spirit guide who's going to be coming through to give you a message that's going to give you a lot of inspiration. Okay, it's going to make you feel inspired to live your truth, to understand that you're lovable, you're talented, you're gifted, and you're going to be validated in that. Okay, you're going to be strongly validated in your gifts and abilities, okay, by this message, by this clarity. And I feel like once you get to that point, there's an aggressive energy coming forward, an aggressive sense of accomplishment, an aggressive sense of this is me, this is who I am, and it feels happy. The Six of Wands is happy. This is like, I did it. It's like someone walking into town and everybody knows they won the lottery, and they walk in and they're like, I did it, and everyone's happy for you. I feel a lot of happiness coming for you, a sense of victory, a sense of overcoming, because this is a long walk. Okay, this is a long journey from here to here, all right? And many of you have been on this journey for quite some time, and you're wondering, hey, is it ever going to blossom for me? Yes, as a matter of fact, it is, okay? That's what's happening. All right, I'm going to get one more card for you guys from the Moonology Oracle. I kind of like standing up and reading. I used to do this. Change is good. I think for you guys, there's change coming as well. There's change. It has to do with you following your truth, okay? If you get inspired to do something that makes you uncomfortable, but it's something you want to do, you should probably really highly consider doing it. A time to give rather than take. Okay, so be generous. Be generous with yourself. I feel like you have people coming towards you who are in your energy field, and you're a little closed off. You're still kind of balled up in that cocoon, and it's time to give them a chance. Give them a chance to be a real friend to you. What have you got to lose? Nothing. You know what you have to lose? The thing you have to risk to lose is that cocoon, that shell that keeps you separated from other people, okay? That shell that you don't think you're good enough to have friends. You're not good enough to be successful. You're not good enough to live in your truth, okay? You are not a cookie cutter kind of person. You're unique. You have a powerful voice. You're talented, and you're beautiful. Just express that in the world. Honor who you are, and life will honor you. Okay, group one, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did or it didn't, please leave me a comment in the comment section down below. I love to hear from you guys. I hope you have a most beautiful day, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys. Hello, group two, all of you that selected this beautiful Ganesh card. Nurture, number 38. Okay, So as I begin to pull cards here in a minute, keep in mind this is a general reading. It's a general session. Take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I am calling in your guides, your archangels, your daemons, your God forms, your ancestors of whatever paradigm you resonate with to come forth and give us the best healing messages, light-inducing messages, enlightenment, healing, abundant messages. Okay, so these are going to be some powerful messages coming forward. I feel like this is about self-care. Okay, I'm feeling like you guys are givers. You've given a lot to other people, and I'm not sure that you've gotten back in return what you've given, and so you may be feeling a little empty right now. You may be feeling exhausted, tired, not able to sleep, because you aren't really paying attention to your own energy level and health. You're more worried about other people, which, you know, parents do that, especially parents of young children. But you have to take care of yourself before you can take care of someone else. So I'm going to read a little paragraph out of the Ganesha book here. Okay, be careful of giving too much without regard for your own needs. If you have been feeling exhausted or have been prone to illness, you are invited to stop doing so much for others and do more for you at this time. Do not seek empowerment by doing for others from a place of needing acknowledgement. Empower yourself by nurturing yourself, and then from a healthy place, help others. Ganesh asks you to maintain a compassionate, nurturing, realistic, and down-to-earth attitude when it comes to collaborating with others and your present conditions. You can benefit from being more resourceful and practical. This is a time of slowing down, biding your time and resources. Deal with any issues as they arise and brainstorm practical and easy solutions that will fix the problem with minimal drama. All right, now let's get some more cards here. I'm gonna pull from the dark mirror. So I think you guys have been really neglecting yourself, okay? And maybe you're the kind of person that feels like you just have to keep going, you know, because you have people depending on you. You just have to keep going. And, you know, that's how we burn out. Nothing good happens from a burnout, okay? Nothing good. I've been in that situation where I kept going, and, you know, ultimately something good did come from it, but there was a lot of suffering for 6 years. It was a really dark time in my life because I gave until I literally was below zero, okay? And I feel like you guys are in danger of that if you haven't already done it, all right? This takes a radical act of self-love to overcome, okay? Once you get into a place where you almost feel like you're halfway in the grave, you're exhausted, your body's given out, you're mentally worn, you're emotionally worn, and if you have to give another hug or another voice of reassurance to somebody, you're going to explode. It's okay to feel like that, all right? Don't judge yourself for feeling that way. I feel like there is some good things coming for you because you're a giver. You've given a lot, and you've given from a healthy place, and then you kept giving when it got unhealthy. All right, we have fated to suffer. Ah, man, that's a heavy card. You may be feeling that way. You may be feeling like, you know, it's just not going to happen for me. This is my life. This misery, this always being empty, this always being almost like you feel like sometimes you're forced to give. You may feel like you have to keep the peace at your job, at home, in your family. You may feel like you're constantly being called on to take the higher road. And you know what? That is not your responsibility. You are not the road keeper, okay? You are not the peacemaker. Your responsibility in life is to be you and be happy, not to suffer. You are not meant to suffer, okay? Life is not supposed to be full of suffering. It's supposed to be full of the joy of being conscious and engaging the material world in a way that brings happiness and joy, learning, expansion. Challenges can be fun, but when all you have is challenges and you never see yourself rising above them, it gets to be a place of misery and suffering. You guys might have some depression going on. If you do, please seek help. Anxiety. I feel more depression with the stack than anything as far as that goes. So I am not a therapist, so please go seek help with a therapist if you need it, okay? All right. Okay, we have the Black Madonna, Our Lady of the Hermits. I transform pain and suffering into a greater capacity to love. That's what you're learning to do. You may not realize it, but that's part of your life journey. That's part of your path, to take your suffering and turn it into love, turn it into a greater capacity to love. You can't love people more if you don't love yourself. If you don't take care of yourself, love yourself, and honor yourself, you don't have anything to give. You know, what you are giving is coming from a finite source, okay? When you can come from a loving place, you're coming from an infinite source. You're connecting to the deeper parts of self, the spark within, the spark of what some people call God, some people call consciousness, whatever that is. When you connect with the truth that you are worthy of being nurtured and taken care of. And you know what? Sometimes if you don't do it, nobody else will, okay? If you don't show people that you value yourself, how are they supposed to value you? You cannot expect people to value you more than you value yourself, okay? That's just how it works. It's unfortunate, but it's the way it works. And many good people are kept in cycles of suffering because they continue to believe that if they just keep giving good stuff until they're empty, until they don't have anything, eventually that good luck's going to come. Eventually that's going to come back to you. And the reality is, that's not how it really works all the time. It's, you know, I'm not laughing. I have felt this before. And it's a very difficult place to be. It's what keeps you giving. It's what keeps you in lack. It keeps you tired. It keeps you sick. It keeps you down. It keeps you depressed. It keeps you unable to sleep. You know, it's powerful when you continue to give from a place where you can't give, where that energy you're giving to others, you should be giving to yourself. Many times the energy and attention we give to others is really what we're wanting to receive. But for some reason we don't receive it. And the truth is that if you're in misery and suffering, even if someone does give to you, it's highly likely that you can't really connect with it because you are in such a bad place. You know, you're in such a place of suffering. You know, it's hard. You know, when you've got one foot, and I say the grave in kind of a metaphoric kind of sense, right? So when you have one foot in the grave, it's really hard to hear someone talk about, you know, going to Disneyland, right? Because really you don't care about Disneyland. You just really care about either crawling into the grave and getting peace, no longer suffering, or somehow figuring out how to get out, okay? And I feel like your spirits are coming forward to tell you, how do you get out? How are you going to get out of your suffering? You have to choose yourself. I know you don't want to hear that. Many of you do not want to hear that because it makes life hard. I know it makes life hard. I've been there. But it's powerful, especially with someone who is a giver and is always given. And then they take that moment and they connect with their misery and they understand where it's coming from. And they begin to make choices that alleviate the misery, okay? That's where you're heading, okay? That's where Spirit wants you to go. They want you to stop making decisions that make you miserable. Start saying no, okay? It's okay for you to say no. You don't have to do everything someone asks you to do. You don't have to go everywhere you're invited. And you don't have to volunteer everything you volunteer. Your energy is as vital as other people's. You need to respect your own energy as much as you respect other people's energy. Yeah, I'm feeling like a you. Yeah, I can't help it. I'm getting these two cards, so I'm getting energy off both of them, so I'm going to take them. The Sea of Minnetonka, seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. Yeah, there is an element here of waking up. Waking up in your nightmare. I've done this before. Waking up to why you're suffering. Why are you suffering? Ask yourself that question. When you start to feel pain in your body, in your mind, in your heart, if you're feeling pain in your body, go to the doctor. Okay? That is, why is this? There we go. Go to the doctor. Okay, that is by far one of the most important things you can do if you're hurting in your body. Pain in your body is not normal. I don't care what anyone tells you. I didn't listen. I was in pain for years before I went to the doctor. And I'll tell you how it happened. I was sitting at my desk and I realized my left arm shoulder socket was hurting, and it had been hurting for 5 years. I had kept telling myself, oh, I'm just sleeping funny. Yeah, I was sleeping funny. But you know what? Also, I had active lupus going on. I had active scleroderma issues. I had all kinds of like chronic pain syndromes going on. And I never would have known that if I kept telling myself, I kept lying to myself that nothing's wrong. And it's just I've been sleeping wrong for 5 years. Okay. So it kind of works like that. We have moments of clarity. The unconsciousness comes to life where we're like, oh, wait, hold on. We're so busy taking care of other people. Let me get that. We're so busy taking care of other people that we forget to pay attention to ourselves. And before you know it, we're in physical pain and we accept pain. I feel like this stack has accepted pain as a normal part of life. It is not normal for your vessel to be in pain. If you are in pain, please go to the doctor. I cannot say that enough. If I had listened to my body, I would not have collapsed like I did. Okay, so I feel like I'm talking to a lot of feminine energies. That's energy, not gender. Okay, this other card here is the Courageous Penny. Multifaceted, unique nature, let yourself be seen. You're so busy helping other people, you're not even aware of your potential. You're so busy trying to do the right thing for everybody, you're not even aware of how fabulous you are, okay? And you are. You are fabulous. Don't let anybody tell you different. They're a liar, okay? I'll tell it straight. Whoever tells you that you're not fabulous is a liar. If they don't know you, you know what they know? They know the person who they can always depend on to give to them, to do what they want you to do, right? You do what's expected of you and more. You're an overachiever in giving. And unfortunately, it hasn't served you well, okay? And your pain doesn't have to be physical. We could have mental pain here. You know, I'm familiar with that lockbox of mental stress and mental pain, and it can be unbearable. And sometimes we think we get relief when we give to others. That's the way we connect. But the truth is that we're giving, when we give from that place, we're saying, love me, please love me. I can't feel love from people. I feel numb. I feel disconnected. I feel disassociated from my emotions. You may be one of those people that feels, we have the Seven of Swords here. You may be one of those people that feels, let me change this view a little bit. There you go. That feels like no matter how much you give, people just don't give back to you. That breeds a little bit of a martyr kind of complex. I've had that before. I've had all this. I'm familiar with this. This is hard. This is a hard place to be, okay? And I understand that. And I don't say these words lightly to you. You need to take care of yourself. There is someone around you. I almost feel like this is like someone siphoning your energy. They're taking advantage of your good nature, okay? And you're going to have to be harsh. Ten of Swords. We have Judgment. We have the Seven of Pentacles. And then we have the Eight of Wands. Okay, so I feel like this is going to be revealed. There is some situation around you. I feel like it's someone who's sucking on your energy, okay? You know who I'm talking about. They're part of the problem because they're someone that doesn't give back to you. This could be a partner, a best friend. It could be a boss. It could be someone in your family, like a mom or a dad or a parental figure of some kind that expects you to always give. You know, you may be the person they call, oh, hey, my kid's sick, can you go get them? Hey, can you come and cover me at this shift? Hey, I'm going to go off with my boys tonight, the third night this week, and I've been doing this for 6 months, but, you know, I love you, that kind of thing. You know, kind of pushing you off, taking advantage of your good nature. You know, it may be somebody who expects you to watch their kids all the time and you have a full-time job and going to school, have your own kids, trying to get enough laundry done so everybody has clothes, and they want you to take care of their stuff too. It's that kind of thing. And I feel like once this person, I'm seeing the story here, I'm feeling like once this person is discovered, and there will be an act of judgment here. Okay, you will make the judgment. You're going to look at the situation and you're going to be like, you're going to reflect on it. And you're going to see how negative this situation is. This could be a best friend who talks trash about your life or your partner or your kids or your job or whatever, but you've kept them around and they just siphon the life out of you. Okay, it's time to cut that off. It's time to be done. Okay, and that's what the Ten of Swords is about. It's about being backstabbed, used up, to the point where, you know what, I couldn't continue this if I wanted to, All right, and this could be a partner too. You know, it's very different. I'm reading for a few people here, so keep that in mind. This Judgment card, Judgment has been coming up a lot here lately, okay, in some of my readings. So, and I just feel like we're coming into a time where we have to be willing to look at our own behavior and how we've manifested these people in our life. Because deep down inside, we don't believe we're worthy of better, and you are. You deserve to be loved, honored, and taken care of, just like you take care of other people. You're not a taker, you're a giver. You have to learn to receive. Okay, that's really what the story's about. You have to learn to receive, okay? 7 of Pentacles. That's about receiving your harvest, looking at your hard work, and seeing the growth here. And you're aligning very quickly with this. Once you discover this person, it could be a job, you know, it could be a relationship. It's going to be different for different people. You know, this is somebody who, this card is about somebody who kind of sneaks into camp and steals all the swords, okay? And it could be someone sneaky, someone conniving, someone who is strategically trying to take from you. That's what I'm reading here, okay? And I feel like you're going to have a moment of clarity with that. And honestly, I hesitate to say this, but I feel like for some of you, your partner and someone else is kind of gaslighting you, okay? That's not for everyone. But if you resonate with it, then you know what I'm talking about, okay? And you're going to have a moment where you're done. And the universe, this 8 of Wands, is about rapid progress, rapid movement. Like if you have felt stagnated, once you release this person's situation, you're going to start aligning with a harvest with the 7 of Pentacles here. There is harvest coming for you. All the good you've put out in the world, it's going to come back to you. It's like this one situation of overgiving, not taking care of yourself, not feeling like you're worthy. Once you get through that issue, there is good things on the horizon for you. Beautiful, beautiful happiness. That sense of lack, the sense of not feeling worthy. Because I tell you what, when you realize you're worthy of more, the universe agrees with you and will bring to you those things that you want to manifest, okay? That life you want to manifest, because then you're living in truth. When you begin to realize that because you're alive, because you're human, you deserve dignity, because you are. I am. The words I am. That should be a mantra for you, okay? I am. Damn it, I am. And I deserve better than this shit, okay? I'm sorry. I don't mean to be, you know, cussing, but it's just, that's how I feel. I feel like you have been taken advantage of, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I think you're a really good person, and you deserve so much better than this. Oh, wow, the star card dropped. The silver energy of the star brings good luck and serendipity. That's what you're aligning with. You're aligning with good luck. Good things coming, but you're going to have to go through this process. Your spirit guides want you to know, hey, you know, I know things feel bad right now. I know you feel taken advantage of. I know you feel like you're done. And we need you to be done with this. We need you to work through it, because we want to bring in some of your manifestations. You are not fated to suffer. Okay, you are fated to turn your pain into love, to transmute this energy. I feel like you have a gift of energy transmutation. Okay, look up transmuting energy. All right, you'll see how you already do it. You're just not doing it for yourself. You're doing it for other people. So it's time for you to do it for yourself. Okay, good things are coming, guys. Good things are coming. So that's what I got for you, Group 2. I hope this resonated. If it did or it didn't, please leave me a comment in the comment section down below. I love to hear from you guys. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys. Hello, Group 3. All of you that selected this beautiful Harmonic Flight card from the Beyond Lemuria deck. It's beautiful. All right, now this is going to probably be a love reading about twin flames, soulmates, soul bonded people. I don't like labels, but that's the language we have right now, so that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to call in your guides, your ancestors, your archangels, of whatever paradigm you resonate with, to come forward to give us the most powerful, healing, abundant, blessed messages today. So, all right, I'm going to read a little bit from this book, okay? Many people are seeking their twin flame, a life-changing, world-rocking, and beautiful finding this soul can be. It is quite possibly one of the most intensely confronting, trigger-provoking, and sometimes painful connections we can have. Those who are most dear to us can bring us to our greatest growth. That is why spending extended periods of time with our family can be challenging. When we can see and be seen, disarmored and trusting, we can come to a deeper love. However, this deepening process can trigger the release of outdated and unhealthy patterns. Thus, shadows may be brought to the surface to heal. When we feel safe in the arms of our beloved, our defenses yield, so we fall further into our hearts. However, fear-based reflections or projections can surface in this place of deep vulnerability. Subconscious behaviors, including patterns from childhood, can also present themselves. It can seem as if our partner is provoking difficulties, bringing things up, and making it feel like our whole world is about to fall apart. At this point, we may want to retreat, but if we can be truly present, our fears can fall away, and this becomes an expansive experience. So many of you may be feeling this with someone coming towards you, or this is someone coming towards you, or someone you're with right now. If you're with someone and you know they're not your person, then this is about a person coming forward. So, okay, I'm going to get a card from the Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle. I haven't pulled from this in a while. Tell me more about this. Group 3. Your guides want you to know about this person. This person's very important for your life purpose. Your life purpose is what you're pulled to. It's what you want to do. It's that calling. Everyone has a calling on their life. I don't care if you are called to, build a Dairy Queen. That's a calling, okay? And you may not understand the reasons why you're called to do such a thing, but it's part of your purpose. So there's a peace that comes when we just surrender to that. We just surrender to the repetitive messages we get from the universe. We begin to understand, hey, that's my calling. So for many of you, this person has to do with your calling. Okay, not that one. All right, let me shuffle this again. Okay, one for group 3. This one, allowance. The frequency of allowance invites us to be open to whatever comes our way, without judgment, without opinion, without fear, and without resistance. When we allow, the universe becomes our partner in the wondrous dance of existence and expansion. Okay, I feel like this person's probably a little bit different from you. That's kind of common with this kind of relationship. The person usually comes from outside a friend group, maybe comes in a surprising way, and they kind of force you to expand or deal with some of your own realities of yourself. And it can be very profound. You can also be guided to face a lot of fear when your person shows up, okay? So, yeah. Okay, I'm going to pull from the romance. This one wants to dance out, so let's see here. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Okay. I'm going to get one more from this deck. Tell me more about this connection. Tell me more. We have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So you're going to feel it. What I think you're going to feel like, it's very common when twins or divine counterparts or whatever you want to call it, whenever a powerful soulmates meet, there tends to be a drive to see each other that is, it'll make you kind of expand out of your consciousness a little bit, maybe do some things that you wouldn't normally do, because this person is, it's like they're connecting so deeply with you that you can't help but want to be near them very soon, okay? So I feel like you're going to feel that chemistry, and you're almost going to feel like you want to run away with this person. And I think for a lot of you, that will be shocking because you're not that kind of person, okay? Not that there's a kind of person that does that, but you know what I'm saying? I feel like you're a very stable, responsible person, and for you to kind of want to run off and be with somebody is kind of out of character, okay? So this person will cause you to want to expand yourself. Yeah, because I think you're going to feel it fast, All right, that's what this allowance is about. It's about allowing the unexpected to come in, allowing the universe to move things in unexpected ways so your person can come in. Now, for those of you who are with someone, you know, what I'm saying may validate how you met. You may have met online or in some kind of weird way, some unusual way. For some of you, this person just walked up to you out of the blue and took you off guard, right? And you saw it. Okay, I need one card, please. Tell me more about this love. Okay, the bottom card. I'm taking the bottom card. All right. Okay, we have balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. Yeah. Well, that's this kind of relationship in a nutshell. So this person will challenge you. You know, they'll cause you to think. Those challenges are brought forward to kind of help you dig deep and get to the heart of any fears or anxieties you have about yourself and about them. And it's done in an effort for you to heal. Okay, it's done in an effort for you to be able to manifest more of what you want in the world. Okay, it's powerful when you have your divine counterpart, twin, important soulmate, whoever you want to call it, come in. They really do trigger you in so many ways. It's great. And the reason why I think it happens is because you feel there's love there. There's deep connection there. So for them to unearth some of your fear, even though it's trigger provoking, it's still a little bit more safe than someone else doing it. Someone else couldn't get you to that place, okay? It takes this particular person to get you to the place where you are face to face with some of your fears and anxieties. And that sometimes is why we feel an urge to run away from our person. And I feel like some of you may have that. Okay, I'm going to get a card from the Manifesting Oracle. Tell me more. Tell me more about group 3. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it from without. Okay? Right. Be at peace. Okay? You don't have to do anything to bring this person in. Okay? You haven't done anything wrong if they're not in your life. If they are in your life, be at peace and know that your journey together is unfolding as it should. Okay? You're right where you, quote unquote, should be at this time, and the universe is further unfolding your story together. Okay? It's a beautiful, exciting dance, is what I'm hearing. But you have to allow it to flow. You can't force anything. This kind of relationship is not a forced one. If you're with somebody and you're having to force it, that's not your person. Okay? It should flow. Breaking bad habits, self-acceptance, excellent mental health, and letting go of vices. All right? That's part of what happens. We all have bad habits when it comes to love. You know, I don't know anyone who doesn't have some kind of bad habit or something when it comes to love, or negative self-talk when it comes to love. You know, if you don't love yourself, I say this, but it's true. If you don't love yourself, oops, I dropped a bunch of cards. If you don't love yourself, then how is anybody else going to love you? That is very true. That statement is one of the truest, okay? And so you have to get to this place where you love yourself and accept yourself, your vices and all, right? And if, you know, you're having issues with depression and things like that and anxiety, please get help, okay? You're not meant to live a life of suffering, all right? It's not in the cards for you. It's not in the cards for any of us. None of us should live a life of suffering, okay? I'm going to get some more cards here for group 3. Tell me more about group 3. For some of you, finding your person has been a long time coming. I feel like some of you guys gave up on it. You just gave up and were like, you know what, whatever. Okay, and this isn't for everybody, but for some of you, you guys are in like mediocre relationships and you know that this is not your person. Okay, this is validation that it's time to reassess what is important in your life. Do you want to live a mediocre life, or do you want your person? Okay, we have Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? So, what would a loving mother say? And that's energy, not gender, to you. I also feel like this is a guide coming forward. This could be a passed on loved one, a mother goddess energy coming forward to help nurture you. I feel like your partner is going to be very nurturing. They're going to understand you. If you're with somebody that doesn't understand you, that doesn't get your emotions, that doesn't get your particular unique behavior, then they're not your person. I'm not saying that your person's going to know everything about you. What I'm saying is they're going to know how to deal with you on the regular. Okay, they're not going to let you get by with anything that you normally get by with, and they're going to call you on your fear. They're going to encourage you to go to overcome it, and it's going to feel good. And for many people, feeling good is scary because you haven't felt very good. You know, you haven't had a lot of good experiences in your life to kind of build off of, right? Important at this time in the history of our planet, important soulmates, important twin flames, important divine counterparts, important soul bonded people are meeting, because it's healing, because you heal each other. You may already, if you don't know each other, you may be healing each other even now as you overcome some of your issues, as you overcome your fear. Maybe you're afraid that the person you're with isn't your person. And, you know, that may be something that you have to deal with. And as you heal yourself, you know, you are connected to this soulmate on a spiritual level. You heal them. Just like when you heal yourself, you heal your kids, you heal your family. That's kind of how it works. We don't really heal in an isolated incubator, okay? The universe isn't an isolated incubator. We're all connected. All right, so let me get one more card here. Tell me more. Then I'm going to pull some tarot, and we're going to find out more. Woo! Okay. The goddess of the eternal flame. I'm an eternal flame, and each day my light grows brighter. Ooh, that's interesting with the twin flame card and then eternal flame. It's really important that what I'm getting here is you get into what you're passionate about. If you are not with your person and you're wanting to bring your person in, you have to kind of get into yourself. Do your thing. Do what makes you happy. Do what you're passionate about. Give to the world of the gifts you were given when you were born, okay? Take care of yourself. Nurture yourself. Love yourself. Develop a healthy sense of self, a healthy self-respect, and your person cannot help but be magnetically drawn to you, okay? That's kind of how it works. So, okay, let me pull some tarot here from the Art Nouveau Tarot. I've been using this today, and it's been great. There's a lot of golden energy that comes, healing energy, divine energy that comes from this deck. Let's find out more about this connection. Tell me more about this connection. Tell me more about Group 3's person. Okay. Okay, I'm feeling this one. Whoops. Oops. Okay. Lots of energy here. I feel like there's a lot of fire. You or your person may have a lot of fire in their chart, okay? They may have some Gemini as well. Many times we have Gemini in our natal chart. It's a sign that we were born to connect with a quote-unquote twin or important soulmate or soul-bonded person, divine counterpart. But take what resonates, okay? All right, tell me more. Okay, well, we're going to take those. All right, I'm feeling like these. You guys can't really see me pulling, but I got one more. Oop! Wow. But I'm feeling that one. Okay. It's all over the place. I think you're going to be nervous. I think your person probably makes you nervous. Even if you're with your person, they probably make you nervous. It's okay. It's okay to be nervous. It's all right. But don't be afraid of them. I feel like some of you guys might be afraid of them a little bit. Don't be afraid of them. Okay, we have the 5 of Swords. We have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the 10 of Cups. You guys, a lot of happiness coming for you. We have the 8 of Swords, and we have the 4 of, let me scoot this down here so you guys can see. Okay. All right, so this is what I'm getting. Let's move this around a little bit. There's recovery coming for a lot of you, okay? If you're not with your person or if you are, Lots of swords here. So a lot of mental activity here. I feel like for many of you, I feel like you may be worn from life, like from a situation in your life, and you may feel like you're just never going to get out of it. Maybe you've suffered some loss here recently. It could be a job. It could be you've broken up with somebody, and you just feel like, you know what, I'm never going to get it together. It's just not going to happen for me. You may feel a lot of stress and anxiety. You may not see a pathway to this recovery right now, even as I'm talking about it, but there is a pathway being made for you, okay? And it's important that this Eight of Swords energy is in need of self-care, okay? Again, if you want to bring your person into your life, you have to start giving yourself positive inflow of energy. You have to start taking care of yourself. Whatever this anxiety is, whatever this fight was about, it's time for you to find some peace, okay? This could be trauma. It could be that you have a traumatic past, maybe a traumatic childhood, and it's time for you to really get to a place where you're not suffering anymore, okay? Don't suffer in silence. Don't suffer alone. You deserve to be happy. They have the Ten of Cups here. So Spirit is saying, you know, you're headed for a happy family, happy connection, happy life, fulfilled life, joy, those kind of things. And it's manifesting, okay? The Ace of Pentacles here. It's manifesting. There's going to be an actual, what am I getting here? There's going to be an actual physical manifestation that you're on the right path if you're not with your person. Okay, for others, this is going to be some kind of move, like in your career sector, that's going to align you with the Ten of Cups, okay? And it has to do with your person. It's as if your person is going to help you get on the journey to what you want to manifest, okay? And so it's important that you become open to them, all right? And you know, if you're busy being nervous, if you're busy being, you know, emotionally uncomfortable because this person triggers such deep emotions within you, it's very hard to get into that space where you're moving forward. So, but there's no rush here. In fact, the advice here is to be open to taking it slow. All right? The joy here is in the journey. The joy is in the different connections you make and the conversations you have and the experiences you have together. Let it unfold naturally, because it will. It will absolutely unfold naturally. And if you're feeling this energy now where you're kind of overwhelmed, you're afraid, you can't see a way out, you feel like giving up, maybe beaten and defeated a little bit, it's time for you to kind of journey on your own. Okay? Find out who you are. Find out what you want to do. All right, be good to yourself, and you know, say no. Don't overgive. Say no. All right, get healthy boundaries. That helps us for Swords energy with recovery, with healing, with bounce back. This is about a time of really getting into a place where you're healing, you're overcoming, and you're starting to believe in yourself. You're starting to believe that you deserve this wonderful person, and they are coming towards you, okay? So be patient with your process. Don't try to rush it either. Enjoy it. Enjoy this process, because it's a beautiful story that's unfolding in your life, and it's for you. You deserve it. Beautiful things are coming, all right? So hang in there. You got the Ten of Cups. I want to show this to you. Okay, Ten of Cups, happiness, fulfillment, success, overcoming, recovery, all those beautiful things are coming forward for you. So hang in there, okay? All right, Group 3, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did or it didn't, please leave me a comment in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear from you guys. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys. Hello, Group 4, all of you that selected this beautiful card, Immortal Treasures. Okay, this card is about healing, you being a healer. Okay, so I'm going to read a little bit from the book here in a minute. Keep in mind it's a general reading, it's a general session, so take what resonates and leave the rest behind. I do offer personal and private readings, and all that information is down in the description box below. Okay, so I'm going to call in your guides, your ancestors, your archangels, your God forms, your goddess forms, whatever paradigm you resonate with, to come close and give us the best messages of healing, light, love, and abundance of blessings. Okay. All right. You carry within you precious, immortal treasures, beloved. They exist beyond life and death, belonging to the celestial, heavenly realms of the divine presence within you. Kuan Yin now guides you to honor these treasures, these gifts of your soul, which include the ability that you have to transmit healing. Honor yourself as a healer, beloved. Whether formally or informally, your soul brings a special healing light to humanity. You have divine support in your role as a healer in whatever way, unusual or highly unusual, that this is unfolding for you now. Each soul is unique and precious in its own way. Certain souls have the light of healing. Yours is one such soul. Your presence on this planet brings light and hope to others, sometimes in ways that you don't consciously recognize. Kuan Yin is with you, guiding you to be open to perceiving and utilizing the immortal treasures that lay within you, the beautiful light and gifts of your own divine soul. So, you guys actually, you may be like a nurse or a doctor or a counselor. You could be a teacher. You could also be an artist, a counselor, a therapist. This can manifest in a lot of different ways, because I feel like some of you may not feel like you're really healers, but you are. Okay, you may heal in unusual ways. So, and some of you know you're healers because you work in a healing field. So it's just going to be different for different people. Okay, let me get some more cards here. Lots of healing, beautiful healing light. You know, one of the most profound statements you can make about healing is, healer, heal thyself. Okay, it's profound when a healer understands that by healing themselves, they empower their ability to heal others. Okay, so I'm going to get some cards here. This is the Starseed Oracle. Tell me more about these healers. Yeah, you're on a journey to self-healing right now. Sorry, that was my stomach if you heard it. You're on your way to healing yourself. Some of you guys may have had some really intense things happen to you. I'm not really going to get into the traumatic here in this reading, but I feel like a lot of you guys have been through a lot, and if you haven't started the healing journey, you will be. Many of you are on it and you don't even realize you're on it. It's like when you do shadow work, you don't necessarily wake up and check the box that says, today I'm going to do shadow work. You just do it. You're not aware of it, but it's just happening, okay? Shadows works a lot of times is when a lot of your fears and anxieties and deep sense of unworthiness comes forward. Maybe you feel unworthy to be a healer. Maybe you feel like you're, the method you heal through, you're not very good at. Right? You don't feel talented at it. And the spirits are coming forward to tell you, you are meant to heal other people. It could be, like I said, you could be a nurse. It could be healing touch. It could be, I'm seeing like, what is that called? With the needles, you know, with the needles, acupuncture. You could do acupuncture, things like that. You could be someone who's struggled with illness, and you're going to inspire people, not for the fact that maybe you're not completely recovered, but for your journey to understanding how healing works and how it's worked in your life. Even though you may not be fully recovered, you still claim your healing. You know, healing is different for different people. It doesn't look the same. It doesn't mean we're all cured of our illness or all cured of our fear or all cured of our crippling anxiety. It means that we've healed to a point where A, we can talk about it, and B, we can engage the world, engage life in powerful moments of presence without being crippled by what has happened to us, okay? It's powerful. We have weight. It's not time yet. Things are being woven. So it's as if the universe is working on something. You're working on something, okay? And there's a call here to not act too hastily, all right? Good things are coming. You may feel, you know, you may be the kind of person, kind of a type A personality that just wants to get it done. You want to go through the energy very quickly and manifest your life and get it done. And the universe wants you to slow down. Being a healer is about knowing, being healed and being a healer is about knowing your own limitations, knowing your vessel's limitations, understanding that, you know, yes, we believe in the impossible, but we also are all sailing through life in our own vessels, and we deal with the physicality of being in the material world through our vessel. So we have to take care of ourselves. So I feel like for some of you, you're being called to slow down. That may be really hard because you'll slow down for other people, but you won't slow down for yourself. That is part of learning to heal yourself. Can be very difficult, especially if you have the kind of personality that wants to go, 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 accomplish, get through it so you can do more good, so you can help more people. You have to help yourself before you can help anybody else. It's a painful truth in this reality, but it is true. Okay, I'm being guided to this card right here that kept sticking out. Okay, I have the Goddess of Abundance. I choose to feel abundant. Wealth is an inside job. Maybe you guys are hard at work working on your money, okay? And I feel like what some of you don't understand is by healing yourself, by slowing down, engaging your moments, reflecting on where your life has taken you and all of the intense situations you've been through. When you start paying more attention to your body, how does your body feel when you drink more water? How does your body feel when all you do is drink soda? How do you feel when all you think about is your negativity? How does that affect your body? How does that affect you emotionally? You start to take stock. I think as you start to take stock of how you really feel at the present moment, you will get intuitive hits from your spirit guides, from your own intuition on how to heal, how to slow down. Take a nap. There's a lost art of naps. I know people don't like to take naps because it's hard to wake up. It's hard to wake up because you're tired, okay? It doesn't mean don't take the nap, okay? Some of you need to take like a weekend off and just veg. Don't do anything for anybody but yourself. That may sound selfish. If you have kids, of course, take care of your children. But, take some long bubble baths. Have a glass or two of wine. Watch some funny movies. Turn off your phone. Turn off the computer. Disengage. And just be in the vessel and feel how you're feeling. Eat some food you want to eat. Indulge. Have some chocolate. You don't have to be on the treadmill all the time. I feel like this is an interesting message I'm getting. I think for some of you, you have this idea of perfection, of like physical perfection or how your life should look, with the picket fence and the 2.5 kids and the van and the Range Rover and all that stuff. And the truth is that is a false illusion. Well, it's an illusion. All illusions are false, right? It is not reality. How you see people on Instagram or in the movies or in media, it's not how they really are. Feminine bodies look a certain way, okay? And they're not all smooth and flat and muscly and all that stuff, We're soft and fluffy sometimes, and, that's just how we are. And to war against your body is to bring yourself suffering, okay? It doesn't mean don't eat well. It doesn't mean don't exercise. It just means there comes a moment where you have to embrace your vessel and honor it. This is your ship through life, through the universe right now. And it has brought you through many, many trials. You may have had a lot of illness or, been through just a lot of stuff physically that made you feel like you had to tough it out. You may be one of those people that have a problem with being a perfectionist, an overachiever, and you have anxiety when you're not achieving and that kind of stuff. And, that really is cruelty to yourself, and it's not healing. You can't heal yourself that way. You heal yourself when you start to give yourself a break. And instead of focusing on what you perceive as imperfections, you start to focus on the fact of the beauty of your body, the beauty of your vessel, the beauty of your heart, the beauty of your mind. When you start to really radiate in your own beauty and take moments to really take care of yourself, just, sometimes you just have to say, screw it, leave me alone for 2 days. I don't want to hear about drama. I don't want to hear about work. I don't want to hear about nothing. I don't want to hear about nothing but the sound of my bathtub running and a glass of wine. That's all I want to do. And do it. Do it. When your soul calls for you to take a moment out, take a moment out, okay? Stop being so critical of yourself. You are blocking yourself and you're blocking your healing energy, okay? You are a healer. You have to learn how to heal yourself. Healing is a very unique, individual process. We all do not heal the same way. And when you learn to tune in to how you heal yourself, your own unique journey, you will understand how you can express that to other people and help them heal. You can honor other people's healing journeys as well. And there's a need here to stop being overly critical of what you look like. You're beautiful. You're a beautiful being, manifested into this crazy, beautiful, trigger-provoking, awesome world. Okay? And you're meant to experience. If you're busy hating on yourself, you can never enjoy life the way you're meant to. Okay? So you need to start taking stock. I'm seeing a journal. You need to start journaling gratitude. And some of that gratitude needs to be about your vessel, about you, about being thankful that I have, beautiful brown eyes, or I have, I'm thankful for my skin, or thankful for, whatever it is. And it may sound shallow, but when you have been horribly abused and told, and I'm not going to get too deep into it, okay? So don't clench up. But when you've been told that you are not worthy, you believe that as a child. And you are cut off from seeing the wonder of you. When no one else points out your wonder, your brilliance, your intellect, your gifts, it's hard to see them in yourself. And if you've been a child who's been physically abused, it can be very difficult, especially when you've had cruel words come from your parents or your caretaker or whoever it was, okay? And this is about you healing that deep sense within yourself, that void that you're trying to fill with trying to be perfect, okay? You must accept your humanness, your imperfection. That's part of a healing journey, is being able to look at yourself, warts is all, as they say, and embrace who you are in a powerful way. Say, yeah, I'm this or I'm that. And so what of it? I'm wonderful. I'm great. I'm amazing. And you're missing out on this wonderful package here. So whatever. It's getting to that place where you don't need outside validation. You validate yourself. You don't need anyone to tell you you're beautiful or you're this, although that's nice. You don't need that. I'm sorry if I'm shaking the camera. You don't need that, because you're healed and you're whole. I feel like that's what's coming forward for you guys. A lot of powerful healing. I'm telling you, you have a touch of healing. Many of you have hand chakras. Hang on, let me get a drink. Okay. Many of you have hand chakras. I have hand chakras that are open, okay? They weren't always open. But there's a lot of life force chi energy that moves through my hands. Other kinds of energy moves too. But many healers have these chakras in their hands that can open up. And I feel like as you heal self, the chakras in your hands begin to open. You may feel like you have vortexes on your fingertips, okay? When you start feeling like tingling in it feels like electric energy in your fingertips and your palms, that means you're activating those chakras. All right, I'm going to get a few more cards here for you guys. Wow, I didn't need many cards to get going on you guys. Yeah, you guys are gifted. You're healers, okay? And you're being called to heal yourself now. Love is all around. That's what you need to connect with the love that's all around you. People love you. They appreciate you. I'm not talking about people you feel like have to love you or whatever, are forced to accept you. I'm feeling like people genuinely love you. They love your energy. They love what you bring. And you need to receive that. It's one thing for people to tell you they love you, but if you can't feel it, if you can't receive it, then it's pointless. So part of the healing journey is to pause. I'm hitting on this wait card here, is to pause and get discernment about who's sending you love. More people are sending you love. I'm sending you love right now. More people love you than what you know, and connect with that love. It will help you love yourself. It will help you nurture yourself. When someone compliments you, say thank you. Don't fight it. Receive it. Receive a thank you. Okay? If you do something nice for someone and someone says, thank you so much, I'm so grateful you did that. Receive the gratitude. It's yours. You've earned it. And it's an act of love. All right, let's see here. I am going to get, which one is this? Okay, I'm going to pull from this light oracle deck here. You need to love on yourself, okay? You need to give, if you come from trauma, you need to parent yourself. This is about parenting yourself, loving yourself. You know, if you had a kid that was highly stressed, overworked, underpaid, and was really struggling, you would say, hey, you know what? You need to take a couple of days off and rest. Play video games or watch movies or veg or stare at the wall. Whatever you need to do, you know, to get to a place where you feel recharged. This is about you needing to feel recharged and replenished. Okay? You're already doing it. Stop overthinking it. Keep facing your true north. When I get this card, many times I tell people you need to go into your natal chart and look at your true north. Your true north talks about your life purpose or the theme of your life, what you're aspiring to be. And you may find a lot of information there. A lot of you guys will have healing energy in your natal charts. I feel like for this particular group, your natal chart, getting into your natal chart and your gifts is going to help you really heal yourself. You're going to see some really good things about yourself and become self-aware. I used my own natal chart to really connect with other aspects of myself. Now, the secret is you can connect with any energy in the astrology chart, okay? But it's easier to connect with the energy that's in your natal chart. You're born with that energy. So, and I think a lot of you will find that you have healing indicators in your natal charts, okay? That will validate what I am presenting to you today. So don't be afraid to look deeper, okay? And please seek help if you need it, all right? If you're feeling overwhelmed by your life and you need someone to talk to, love yourself enough to get someone you can talk to. You know, go to a therapist, a counselor, if you have a really good friend, that kind of thing. I think you'll find that the people who are there for you, who listen to you, they really love you. They really care about you. And you're just not able to receive the caring right now because you're really harsh on yourself. I feel like this stack is just, you could read yourself to filth, okay? And that's not good. You need to be your biggest cheerleader. You're going to heal that up. That's what you're doing, okay? We have your commitment is being tested, all right? Many of you guys you're overworked, you're tired, and you're just unsure of what's coming. You're just not sure if you can commit anymore to what you've been doing. You may be at the wrong job. If you work at a hospital, you may be working at the wrong hospital. It may not be the work you're doing, it may be where you're doing it, okay? So be open to finding new outlets to express this healing energy. But please, please focus on healing yourself, okay? Because you have a lot to give. You are very blessed. And you're in a state right now where your healing energy is being tested. It's being tested because it's growing. And healer, heal thyself. A wounded warrior is the best healer, okay? Because you have an intimate look into the process of healing. You have an intimate look into pain and suffering. That can be mental, physical, emotional, whatever. And you understand how healing takes place because you have done it for yourself. And when you talk to people, you can say, hey, I relate to you. I've been there. I know what that's like. I know what it's like to wake up in a life that's a nightmare. I know what it's like to not feel worthy. I know what it's like to look in the mirror and hate yourself. I know what it's like, but I don't feel that anymore because I healed it. And I would love to help you heal yours too. People heal from other people who they can relate to, okay? Who they know understands their pain and suffering. All right. And I think you understand a lot of different forms of pain and suffering. And that's why you are such a great healer. Take time out and heal yourself. Okay. And you guys only got 6 cards. That's the least amount of cards I got for anybody. And I didn't pull tarot for you, but I don't feel guided to. I feel like the message has been given. Okay. You have a lot of spiritual guides. I feel like a lot of angels, angelic frequencies gathering around you to help you heal. This is a sacred journey you're on, okay? This is a very important journey. I want you to take a moment and kind of take that in because you're going to help a lot of people by doing this work. You may not see how. You may think I'm full of it, but it's true. Okay, so take time with this. Don't rush into it. Make time for yourself every day. Write in a journal what you're grateful for. Write your problems out. Write your mindset out. Get it out of your system, okay? Because a lot of those mental places we go of pain and suffering, they linger in our mental space and they become these horrible loops that really do cause us to suffer and block our healing. So, okay, guys, that's what I got for you. I hope this resonated. If it did or it didn't, please leave me a comment in the comment section down below. I love to hear from you guys. I hope you have a beautiful day, and I will see you next time. Bye, guys.